adventurers, storytellers, welcome to this week's edition of the Worldbuilders Society with Ansel and Maui.
Today's episode was recorded live on twitch.tv/reflectgames on January 13th, 2026. Full video is available on YouTube at youtube.com/@reflectstudios.
Shall we hop into the actual world building?
Yes, I think we shall.
All right. Let's do it. Right. Isn't Ansel looking amazing? Look at that hair. Look at that haircut.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's fresh.
All right, you know what? We're going to go over to the world building screen here.
It's time.
Journey with us.
Ooh, behold, the blank whiteboard.
We're going to establish our world and our themes right now. So, do you have any thoughts in terms of a theme, Ansel?
I don't, although the discussion of emotional damage today has been consistent, and I'm kind of here to see if we can do something that has a romantic or emotional core.
It's so funny you say that, because the first thing that popped into my head was love and loss of love. Mm-hmm, so I think we're on the same kind of track right
here
now.
For that. So if our theme starts with love, what are the other corollary themes that we want to have in there? Is there conflict around the love, or is the love a given?
I think there's probably some sort of conflict around the love, would be my thought. I had an idea a while back that I've never gotten to do, and I didn't have any world around it or anything, but I had an idea of people that had lost people that they had loved in some way, shape, or form, and they're on a journey to find that love, but they don't know that they've lost it. Part of doing this crucible is that you have to forget that you ever loved in the first place.
Interesting. That's cool. So it starts off as an Orpheus thing.
Yeah.
But then there's a surrender that's required.
Yeah. There was actually Audrey 3 in the chat did this idea called darkness, where you didn't know who you were, you didn't know any of your stats, and as you started playing, you would you would learn what you could do. And so they would give you your stats over time. So you might say I want to try and get big. It's oh, you actually have enlarge, so you get big, or it's dark and I just want it to be bright in here, and you cast light, things like that. Okay. So potentially reclamation of self, is part of that journey, because how can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself? If you don't love yourself, you don't know yourself. Mm-hmm. How can you love anybody else? So that might be part of the crucible.
Thank you, Mama Roo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a story that begins in media res, in that darkness, in that fog of unknowing, or do we start? Because I think part of the journey is giving up. So, do we get partway through the story and then surrender our character sheets to become utterly changed?
So, when we did it, the DM made the characters, and we were learning not only what they could do, but also about their lives as we were going, which was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you could do it that way, or you could do it. I think what could be fun is you could either they can make their own characters and then they hand over their character sheets, or you would pre-make the characters and they would learn who they are and whether or not they were a good person, or what kind of love did they lose. Did they lose a child? Did they lose like the love of their life? Did they lose their parent? Did they lose their pet?
So you're kind of in favor of the given circumstance being the sacrifice has already taken place.
I kind of like that idea, and then you find out through flashbacks throughout the one shot what you've done. Like maybe it's like a pact with a demon, that starts this thing. So when we start, like I said, we're in media ray, and they wake up on a beach and they have no idea like who they are,
I have done this a couple times, and it is always a good time.
It's a great evocative way to kind of start a thing.
So we give them blank sheets to fill in as we go.
Yeah. It's also a really good way, I think, to teach people how to play D&D, how to play TTRPGs. One of the core concepts of like what makes a good player. It's something that I read recently in the Player's Guide for Nimble, which is a new system that I've just fallen in love with. And one of the things he says is like describe actions, not mechanics. Right? So this kind of helps you do that, because you're not like looking at a sheet trying to figure out what you're saying. Like, I punch him as hard as I can, or like I summon like all the energy inside of me and scream, and and you see what happens, right? You're describing what you want to do. You're not describing like, oh, I cast fireball. It creates a narrative structure inherently for the player.
Okay, stop me if this is dumb, but what if that's the theme? Like, what if that's the core center of this is I want? And so it's not that you're not trying to figure out the mechanics of the game. That's not the point of this. The like, there's not a meta game where you're trying to learn what your character sheet contains. It's the like musical character idea, right? I want so hard that I can't just talk about it anymore. I have to do magic or become a super martial artist, or whatever the outcome is. But what is the motivation? Yeah, that manifests. Hear
me out. Let me yes and off of that.
All right.
What if the magic in this world, you cannot access magic until you have found your love, until you have found your bliss, until you have found like the thing that kind of elevates you from your consciousness. Like in the Pixar movie Soul, you could hit like that zone where you would kind of transcend. But if magic isn't something that just anybody can do, like you have to find that thing inside of you. You have to find your I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theater school. I can talk motivations.
Yeah. I think we're cooking with some gas here. Also, apologies, everybody. I'm under the weather. For those of you who are just joining us, if I sound crazy, it's because I don't really have a voice right now. So, and very stuffy. But I am having a blast. This is my medicine. Okay.
So I think this is a good time to throw it to the chat while we keep talking. Are there any pieces of media or references that you're picking up from what we're putting down that we can put into our little sidebar of inspiration? Feel free to throw those into the chat. We'd love to see them.
I'm gonna toss one to get the ball rolling. Okay. What dreams may come. Age of Adventure said, "I want me some betrayal and pain."
Ooh. I'm just going to put that into themes.
And Audrey said, before I go, The Giver, that Black Mirror episode with the dating app machine thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're cooking. So we got ourselves some references. We got ourselves some themes. Yeah, and I think like love and conflict over love and self-discovery, I think, I think that love could be different. Like it could be that the person is trying to like find a reason to love themselves, right? Like there's all sorts of love could mean various things. Which I think is nice too, to like show like, yeah, you have romantic love, but you also have platonic love, and self-love, and like there's all these different like paths of what that means.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to over-define that now, but I'm excited to see where we go with it.
Yeah.
That's got some meat on it.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do NPCs now? Or do you want to do
let's
along
talk
the themes
a little bit about
more?
the world.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the world.
In a world where these are the dominant themes, and we have this ritual, for lack of a better term, like what do we think is the like environmental pressure that brings that into being? Like what is it that creates that environment where we have this ritual of emotional detachment and rediscovery? I mean, I guess maybe part of it is this is a world where if you want something badly enough, you can break physics about it. So maybe it's a self-defense thing.
I think from what we've described and how like emotions and want can like give you magic, like the first thing I start to think of is a Fey realm.
Oh, sure. So it's more about like manifesting.
Yeah. Like emotion and want can become manifest.
Yeah, I like that. So do we think like, do we just want to go super traditional Magic Forest this bad boy? Give us lots of liminal spaces and copses between trees where things change shape.
Yeah. I think for the world, to my mind, wild and impermanence are the words that are kind of coming to mind.
Ooh, yes. Oh, I like that.
By the way, everybody, if you are a DM and you would be interested in being on this show, hit us up. Send a DM to either Indecisiveness or to Reflect. The two of us run each of those channels, respectively, and we would love to take you on a journey of world discovery. Okay, so.
And that gives us a chance to do like almost dream movement, where we don't have to worry so much about like how you get from point A to point B. You're moving from one clearing to the next almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives it that sort of more ethereal feel in the storytelling.
Yeah.
I think we'll change the way that you experience it as a player.
Beanie asks, is there any magical difference between want and Jinx?
Yeah.
Want and need. I think absolutely. Right? Like, or is it just kind of two paths to the same thing?
That's a good question, because I feel like the power in musicals, right, is like I want this so badly that it's taken the core of myself and manifested it into the world around me. And I don't think that in that usage that need is a distinguishing factor. Need maybe is a coloring of that want. Like it's when it becomes a need that it takes on a different tone. Maybe need is dark magic. Like you're willing to do darker things or make darker pacts to achieve need, or when need is on the table.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah, is it a healthy need? Is it greed? Right? Like need could also be greed, right? Like, but need could also be necessity. You know, so I think it kind of depends on what it is that you want and why it is that you want it. I just had a thought. If we do the whole like blank sheets to fill in as they go, what if we attach like the various like abilities that they have to questions of self? What if this entire thing is a way to create a character in Media Ray? Right? Like, so, okay, you have magic. You can do an energy blast, but how does that magic manifest itself? And it could be tied into like answer one of these questions. What is your favorite expression? What is your favorite kind of artistic expression? Right? So it's like, oh, I'm a dancer. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while as well, actually, is a magic system that manifests from doing the things that you love. Right? So like they could say like, oh, I sing, and they sing their magic into existence, or I dance my magic into existence. I fight, so I throw magic fucking punches and hit people in the face with my power. You know. Beanie just said, what happens if what someone wants directly or physically affects another person? Is there some sort of clash of wills? That's a good question. Yeah, right. I think in that
it's got to be.
And that is how you end up in your combat scenarios, right?
Yeah.
In a world where magic is and power is manifested from like self-definition and self-realization and things like that. If two people need the same thing, you could definitely see them fighting. Or you could have monsters that feed off of romantic love. Right, so they are attracted to you and want to like eat your brains or eat your heart because you truly love someone, right? Yeah, that's Beanie. That's actually kind of exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. It's a BuzzFeed style character creation system.
I'm here for that.
That like ties into like core memories. Oops, all bards is hilarious.
I wonder, is the world that we live in only possible because of consensus? And so it's because everyone is manifesting this world all at the same time. But it is your need and want to make it different that is changing things. And if you run into someone else who has a disagreeable nature or disagreeable view or want, it sort of ripples reality almost.
Have you seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
I haven't, but I bet I'm describing something they did in there.
So there's they end up in this world, and whenever one of them is holding the map, the treasure map, the world around them completely changes to fit the person who's holding the map. All right, it's your quest right now, so you just reskinned the entire world. And if two people are holding the map, like those two worlds would clash, right? Like it could be something like that. Like you don't necessarily like always influence the world, but if you are on a quest, if you were given some sort of quest, the shape of things changes because you are the one with the quest. So if there's multiple people with a quest, it could change depending on who is holding the MacGuffin that changes the thing. Like within a party, and that could also be how you figure out how to get through things. Like, I'm Ace. I know nothing. I'm Ace and I'm Arrow Ace. I don't know anything about that stuff, and we need that to get past this thing. I'm going to give it to you, who has a thing. But I am looking for how to love myself. So if you give it back to me, now we can get past this obstacle, right? And so like tying it into that theme of impermanence and change and wildness. As an idea.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Is wanting something too much or too often dangerous? Does it attract attention, either societal or from creatures? Probably, yeah.
It's gotta, I would think.
Yeah. I would say definitely. Because it seems like this world is highly affected by people's wants and needs and emotions. So absolutely, I think if somebody centers themselves too much, that could be a dangerous thing in this world.
And it's got to be also like, is it a little bit antisocial to want something too much? Like, is that the sort of thing that gets you sent off into the magical forest because, clearly you need something that we don't have space for in tidy society? So
right.
Like
you're not living in community. You are being a sociopath. You were thinking about me. You're not thinking about us.
Mm-hmm.
And that is affecting the town. You need to go to the forest and figure your shit out.
Yeah. It's safe over there for you to be doing what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. In a way, it's like teaching people how to be in community with each other, right? Like, figure out the thing that you're missing because you are affecting the world around you. It could be something that just kind of happens as kids get to a certain age and start wanting that independence and success and things like that. And then like the parents say, go to the forest. And learn what's actually important to you, and then come back to the society.
Yeah,
because us as Fae, our emotions affect the world around us. You are imposing your will on everybody around you right now because you're feeling too much. You're taking up too much space. We're not saying that you can't shine, but you have to do so in a way that doesn't extinguish someone else's light.
Mm-hmm.
Are there rules, laws, supervision around wanting? Are there safeguards against malicious wants? You take that one, sir.
There's gotta be. And maybe that's what this is. It's, we send you into the woods. You want something so bad. You love something so much that we are sending you into the unknown with a blank slate. Through some magic, we are removing your sense of self so that you can rediscover who you are and what's really important. Kids are super dangerous. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're the most powerful in the tribe because of their unrestrained wanting.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every household with children is even more of a disaster in this world.
Yeah.
Oh, how did we do that? But yeah, so I think this is that. And who's to say that it's good? There are elements of this that, depending on how it's being applied in any given situation, could be super harmful to a person. They're just trying to be themselves, and you're telling them to tamp down your light, get out there in the forest and figure shit out. When you come back, you better not be, blowing up the house because you need stuff. That's kind of messed up, or it could be.
It could be, yeah.
if applied in the wrong context or with the wrong intention.
Right. Yeah, I think the positive side of this is like learning shared agreements and living in community with one another.
Yeah,
and
balancing
the
your wants.
negative side of it is assimilation and making everybody be the same. Right. So then I guess the question would be, is this enclave or whatever, is this the well-adjusted version of that, or the bad-adjusted version of that? And are there other communities within this magical forest that do this differently, right? Like, there are places that have figured out how to live in community, and there are places that are under the despotic rule of somebody who wants more, right, above, who wants above all.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's absolutely what it is. Because the evil empire would use this same ritual where they strip away who you are and what you want and put you into a place where, as you relearn, you're relearning it in their shape.
Yep.
And because this is the Feywild, we're sending you out in the woods absent of us.
Yeah.
To completely reshape who you are and what you want without the influence of anybody else, except for these 4 randos that happen to be in the same costumes for some reason. You're forming an identity together rather than using the bits and tatters that your parents and your neighbors left behind.
Yeah.
It's got that like coming of age at the lake house sort of feel, right? Where like you just go feral for a summer and there's those 8 kids. This is not something that happened to me, but it's a movie trope. Just to be clear, didn't have that going on. But yeah, that trope of like, these 8 people were sort of sent off into the woods on a lake house to find ourselves at the age of 16 or 17 or whatever, and we made a bunch of dumb mistakes, and somebody jumped in the lake fully clothed, and we burned a house down. But boy, are we the best of friends now. Sort of that, but with world-shaking magic involved.
Right. And I think the only reason that like the world hasn't burned down is because everybody's immortal, right? Like, it's not the consequence isn't necessarily death. It's just being miserable for eternity because you imposed your view upon everybody else.
Yeah, the Queen of Spring comes down and says, "Hey, let's all stop with this," and just puts it all back.
Right. Yeah.
And then we all laugh as the scene fades out.
Right, which is why, like, I think there's also room in this somewhere for like a sequel one shot where, like, maybe if you really can't learn your lesson, they send you to the mortal realm where your wants don't affect the world around you, and you just have to fucking deal with it.
So, not to get ahead of ourselves, but do we think that the conflict is internal, right? So we put these kids out into the woods where their wants become manifest, or do we think that the conflict is our purely intentioned community abuts a fascist community, and the kids have to deal with these people who are trying to fit their children into the same mold, generation after generation? Is that the conflict, freeing those people from that situation?
I think maybe, yeah.
It definitely ups the stakes if we find out that, like, hey, I still don't know what my deal is, but I know that's messed up.
Yeah, or do we want to focus on if this is a way to do a character creation kind of exercise? It could be like it's a smaller, more interior self-discovery rather than affecting the outside world. It's just learning to affect the world inside of yourself. So then the conflict in that case could be, here are, X amount of Fey kids. And Fey kids, like, you're probably like hundreds of years old. Like a child of the Fey is not like a child like how we think of children. But and they're little assholes. and they need to learn how to stop being little assholes.
I mean, when you've got the power to reshape worlds, you know, you really got to make sure everybody's on lock with what's acceptable.
Right. It's all about understanding the balance of power and responsibility, because, like you said, like, your wants can, like, fundamentally change the world around you. You can also do the classic, right, like, defeat the interior conflict so you can defeat the exterior conflict.
Oh yeah, I think that's inherent. Like,
Yeah.
if we go that direction, that's the takeaway, right? Is first we must master ourselves, and then we can go help these other people who are in a situation that we recognize is problematic.
Right. Here's a community that is under the iron grip of the Prince of Winter. And, you know, it's always winter here. Like, the spring never comes because the Prince of Winter makes it so that it's always cold. And, you know, he's an archfey, so his wants really just, like, overpower everybody else, and no one can get through to him, or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What size of the communities having large cities feels potentially quite difficult. I think that's why those communities that control their children and fit them into a mold do that. They justify it by saying it's the only way this is possible. The only way we can all live in one place like this is if we have this kind of control over who our children become.
Well, depending on, I think, yes, potentially that's a thing, but I also think there's something to be said about the places that have figured out how to be a community with each other without diminishing each other's individuality. Right? It kind of depends on, like, on which of these, like, fake communities are you in, ones that don't get it and ones that do get it. Right? Because I think it's a very Western thing to be like individual. Right? But you have, like, a lot of African modalities of community that are very different, right? It's not about individuality. It's I am because we are, right? It is learning how to care for others. I actually think that we in this country have a tendency to raise people as sociopaths, and then as we get older, we have to learn empathy.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's a great way to put it.
And it could be a reflection of that. You know, of, like, learning to think about more than yourself, right? That coming of age is also, like, the realization that the world doesn't revolve around you. We have a question from Lobster Shrub. It says, is there maybe a darker version of the woods where the real psychos wind up when they fail to figure out their shit? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The something, the
is that the desert or the swamp or just like the spooky woods, the cursed woods?
Yeah.
Like, we live in the like pretty, you know, everything's green and there are, like, sun dappled groves and stuff. But if you go over there to the dark woods, yeah, there's some shit going on over there.
Yeah, here it's always twilight. It's not, you know, there it's always midnight.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, you have the Twilight Realm and then, like, the Midnight Realm or something like that, you know. The Upside Down.
Those are great questions. The Upside Down. Yeah, not unlike that.
For legal purposes, we have no idea what you're talking about, but no.
That's okay. I don't think they'll sue us over acknowledging that the thing exists and is really very good, I thought. Dad, don't go to those woods. They suck.
Yeah.
That's right. Those woods do suck.
Okay. I I'm liking the world.
I think now is when we start talking NPCs.
Let's establish a few NPCs. 2 to 3 NPCs is what we have here. Okay. We mentioned a couple things already that I think we should just like slot in. We mentioned the Queen of Spring and the Prince of Winter. I feel like the Queen of Spring, for some reason in my head, like it's like Titania meets the childlike Empress.
Yes.
Somewhere between those two. Would be cool to have the area with the crash outs be constantly in flux from all the rampant and clashing wants. Yeah, it's like a realm of just like pure wild magics because they have not learned how to like contain their shit. So yeah. Oh god, you got so many like wild magic checks in that area if they're in there, and just have all sorts of crazy shit happen to them. I have a D300 wild magic table from Dungeon Coach that would be very fun.
Oh,
for that.
Great!
Yeah,
that'd be a great use. And yeah, maybe that's the swamp. It's not that it's a swamp because it's like wet and I don't know, brackish or in a tidal basin or whatever. It's a swamp because it constantly moves. There's no time for the soil to become solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that whatever that space is, like, it's not just a swamp, it's not just a desert, it's not just a dark forest. It's all of those things and none of those things, and it's constantly changing.
I think absolutely wanting something together makes it easier to manifest.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
1,000,000%. Yep.
For those of you watching,
right.
and thank you so much for watching, I'd love to know if you are enjoying this world building exercise. We're getting so many great ideas from you. It's a swamp because everyone's wet. Oh my goodness.
Megan Thee Stallion shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you enjoying this? Are you excited to see more from other creators and dungeon masters and hear about all the other different types of worlds people can come up with? Let us know in the chat. Okay, so we have that.
We'll also take suggestions of people that you'd like us to reach out to.
Oh yeah, if you have any favorite
Twitch creators that you love.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be great. What do you think of the characterization for the Prince of Winter?
I think if the Queen of Spring is the childlike Empress, and we want to go with this sort of fey court, tradition would have the Prince of Winter be like old and gnarly and gray and mad all the time and cold to everybody. I think it would be interesting to invert that and have the Prince of Winter be just as young and childlike as the Queen of Spring, but in that, like, the way that children can be cold.
Yeah.
He's just so disinterested in the wants of anybody else that only his wants can matter.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yes, I
little sociopath.
So much enjoyed the Sky steampunk setting that we did on the Pickup Con server. That was so much fun.
Oh, that was a great time.
Please pepper us with all the questions. We love it, Beanie. Thank you for the engagement. We really appreciate it. Yeah. So the Prince of Winter is basically like a fan of The Cure.
So yeah, maybe that's our visual indicator. We go emo for the Prince of Winter.
Yeah.
Very lots of black, lots of draping, sort of lots of shadow involved in both intentionally and just in vibe, whether it's, eyeshadow or just being constantly in the sort of dark corner of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, unlit throne room.
That's hilarious. In terms of the realms, I think there's the Twilight Realm, the Midnight Realm. I think there's also the Sunlight Realm.
The Sunlight Realm?
Yeah, Sunlight, Twilight, Midnight. I like the idea of like various realms of light or forests of light. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. So, Age, I almost never use pre-existing material. I always find it more interesting to create my own worlds. And for me, like this, we started by noodling on themes, and everything kind of spins out from there. That's kind of usually like what I like to do. My method is like, okay, what's the theme of this adventure, this campaign that I want to evoke? And then flower it out from there. My Wild West campaign that I'm doing right now, it's a bunch of, scumbags trying to be good people, so one of the things I thought of when I was starting on that was regret, like, as a theme. People that have, red in their ledger, to borrow MCU parlance, and what do they need to do to kind of like get right with themselves, So yeah, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. So I'm so happy that this is enjoyable for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have those two
same,
NPCs.
By the way, yeah.
Do we have a third NPC we want? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, just that. I much prefer homebrew personally as well, so I feel the same.
Do we have a third NPC? Like maybe like who's the quest giver of this?
Yeah, I don't know that we need a quest giver. I think the Queen of Spring can be our quest giver. So much as what we need is we need our guide, our wise leader who leads us into the woods and to the gates to the other world, the magical world. Again, to take it back to the hero's journey language.
Okay.
We need our Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. Okay. Let me noodle on that for a second. While I think about that, a question for you. Are you guys full-time in this hobby, i.e. gaming, running your channels, etc.?
Oh, gosh. No, not at all. No, I have a day job and a side hustle. So yeah, I would love for this to become a job that brings me sustaining income, but as of yet, I haven't quite made it across that particular Rubicon.
I am trying to get to that point myself, but also I'm not there yet. I'm also a professional Santa, another thing that I do during the winter season. As well as Lobster Shrub, who's in the chat, is also another wonderful Chicagoland professional Santa. I'm doing a big push this year in 2026 to really try and up the production scale of like what I do on this channel. I have a big Dragon Rider campaign that I'm going to be running that will have tie-in audio dramas and offshoot mini-series and whatnot. They're set in the same world actually as my Wild West campaign. So I'm very excited about that. And gonna launch the Patreon very soon and really try and get it going so that if it can't sustain me, it can at least be something supplemental. But really, it's mostly for the love of the game. I just love storytelling with role-playing games as an entry into that world.
Yeah. It's a compulsion.
Yeah, seriously.
For me as well, yeah.
Good old forever DMs here. Okay.
All right, well, we got to keep this moving.
Yes.
We're already, yeah. Who do we think is our guide?
You mentioned Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm thinking less of a... I mean, I think they're all Fae, but I think this particular person is very old, like more of a like tree spirit kind of vibe is kind of what I'm seeing in my mind. Elm or ash is the kind of the woods that kind of come to my mind out of the gate.
Yeah, I like ash a lot.
Yeah,
that's got existing warm fuzzy associations for me as a Western European person. So yeah, I can get behind ash.
Okay. Perhaps
my ancestors would be happy with that.
Perhaps he's the one. He is the Fae that doesn't want for anything. He just helps take people on trips, and they're like, "Why don't you want for anything?" Because I have everything that I want. Like, I realized that I have all the things, so now I just kind of help people out. I take them on trips into the forest to find themselves and see what that means for them.
What if he's the one who alerts them to the Empire, to the Prince of Winter's plot?
That could be.
He already lives in the Forest of Want. And he's aware of what's going on and finds our heroes as they are beginning their sort of quest of self-discovery. And maybe there's a lot of power in you when you first go into this, and so he wants to sort of use that power to sort of push towards making a real change in the Prince of Winter's dominions.
I have an idea.
Go on.
The reveal is that Ash is the King of Seasons, and he actually does have one last want, and that is to help his son, the Prince of Winter.
Oh, okay. I like this. So hold on, back up then. If we're gonna do that, is the Queen of Spring actually the Princess of Spring? And
Princess
they're
of
all
Spring.
His children?
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, the four seasons are like the princes and princesses of the various seasons. There's also, I'm sure, like the monarch of, I'm trying to think of what the non-binary term is for a prince or princess, but
sovereign.
Yeah, the sovereign of fall, and then somebody is summer. Yeah, there's like that's
Autumn
the fake
sovereign.
Word. Yeah, the autumn sovereign. Yeah, I love that.
Anyway, the summer somebody.
Yeah,
not appearing in this film. This is good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about locations then. Maps and locations.
Okay, so
do you think there's anything else we need to cover here?
No, I think that's good. So, so in the regular format of this, what we just did, that's an episode. We would, in the first episode, establish the world, the themes, and the NPCs. So we've done that. So we're now heading into the second episode, which would be maps and locations. So key locations for the story, governments and boundaries, and then choose the main location. And the nice thing about this is as you flower out the world, you start to have a lot of that stuff already. I look right here. I see we already have magical forests. We have the Twilight, Midnight, and Sunlight realms. Like, we already have a lot of key locations kind of created. We've also have a bit of the structure of the government with the four Fae sovereigns of the seasons. So we already have a lot of that stuff. Yeah, we can give each of them different like names: the Sunlit Coast, the Twilight Forest, the midnight. The midnight horror, like we can give each of them kind of different kind of names. The Midnight Wastes.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
that's tasty.
Yeah, I might steal some of this and toss a couple of these locations in Galdoria. I love the Midnight Wastes; is very evocative.
Heck, this can be your whole Fey realm.
Oh my god! Maybe, yeah. Shit. I was just thinking that I need to have a Fey realm that is overseen by Mindy, the god of tricks and secrets. So yeah, I might. Yeah, this might get retrofitted into Galdoria because I'm loving this.
Stolen wholesale. There it is.
Stolen from ourselves.
Yep, there.
That's another world building tip, everybody. Steal liberally.
Reuse your own shit, and chances are good your players haven't read that book that you read in 6th grade that is still burned into your brain. So,
yep,
use it.
And reskin things too, right? Like, oh, I have a stat block here that's perfect, but just like reskin it to fit into your world. Like, that's one of the easiest things to do. Midnight Wastes make me wonder what a post-apocalyptic Fey realm setting would look like, and that's what the Midnight Wastes is. Yeah, that's definitely it. Post-apocalyptic Fey chic. So I think for what we're doing, this is probably a community in the Twilight Forest, in the high fantasy core area.
Oh, for sure.
So, chat, why don't you give us the name of the community in the Twilight Forest, the small Fey town in which this starts?
It's one of many such enclaves, right? So it's got to be the something grove or the something clearing or the, Alder Grove? You wanted Alder earlier, right?
I said Ash or Elm were the two that I said.
Elm.
I do love Alder. I actually have a character that I'm playing in a upcoming one shot that's named Alder. He's the tree pope, basically. So yeah, I'm not
just
mad
alders.
Yeah. Petrichor, just Hope's Grove, another one from Age of Adventure.
Ooh.
That's a really good one. And Petrichor was another one I came up with. Look at that, we got 3 locations. Petrichor, yeah, hell yeah. Let's start this in Hope's Grove. That'd be our starting locale. The Alders. I like putting the article in front of it. The Alders.
Yep.
And the Alders. That's the questing forest. That's where Ash takes young, crazy Fae for their Rumspringa or whatever the fuck. And Petrichoria is that place that isn't doing great, that is doing the thing wrong that you were talking about.
So Petrichoria is in the Midnight Wastes?
That's that. Yeah, maybe that's like a community on the outskirts of the Midnight Wastes. Yeah.
That is overseen by this despotic boy king.
Hell yeah.
Is the antagonist of Petrichoria, is that our Winter Prince, or is it a child who shares aspects with the Winter Prince? Do we think we put them against the Archfey themselves?
I think, for simplicity's sake, you make those two things one and the same, right? For one shot length, the petulant boy in Petrichoria is the Prince of Winter who's forgotten himself.
Oh, there we go.
So consumed by want is he. that he's just kind of turned into like this petulant child. I kind of like the idea of a little bit of that kind of like Miyazaki like weirdness, a little bit more like fairy tale version in this world. Have you heard of this new RPG system called Dolmenwood?
Yeah, I have actually. I met the guy who created Dolmenwood by total accident.
Oh my god!
At PAX Unplugged, we just happened to be next to each other on the train, and I was like, "Are you going to PAX?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to PAX." I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm demoing a game I created. And I was like, "Me too." Turns out his is, 3 games or 3 books long and has a real publishing contract, which I'm very jealous of. Good work, sir.
For sure.
But he was delightful.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. We have first time chatter. Hi. Hanarchy in the USA. That's a great name, first of all. Want is out here consuming Princess. Oh God. That's dark. I love it.
Maybe.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's how he like they stay young, is there's like a cycle, maybe? The want consumes them?
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Consumed by want.
Consumed by want is he. It was a great line. Yes,
thank you. I think that like if that emotional state can change the world around you, you can also change yourself, right? So like if you are so consumed by want, you actually become this petulant child potentially. If it goes even further out of control than that, maybe it just turns into like a rage monster, Think of like No Face in Spirited Away, right? When he's just like eating everything and like turns into this huge monster. The want, he like when he's completely consumed by it, he becomes the want, and that's your big bad at the end.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Once a generation, we must defeat the want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is good. I like this.
This is very good. This is definitely, everybody, you were helping contribute to the Fey realm of my world. This is exciting. Did not go into this thinking that, but now I'm like, oh, this is freaking perfect. Okay. So, man, we are cooking really fast. Like, this is kind of awesome having, like, the chat helping as well.
Yeah, I like it. I'm here for this.
Yeah, like, we might have to rethink our formatting because, like, doing this live and having people in the chat, like, cooking with us is really fun.
It's definitely a lovely treat.
It is, yeah. It's a little sousson of goodness. So we have our locations and regions. Governments and boundaries. Oh, I love that font you did for the want.
Did it finally make it onto the screen where we can see it? There we go.
Here, I can always scroll out some more so we can see how big this is getting. You mean we get to be part? The real society was the friends we made along the way. Anarchy. And I think that is kind of the secret of the World Builder Society, is that all of your world builders, every time you have a daydream or a flight of fancy, you've built a world, and it exists somewhere out there in the realms of imagination. And that's how you talk when you become a freaking DM, forever DM. You just start spitting weird shit like that.
Yep. Oh God, I was just reading Never Whistle at Night, and there's a First Nations monster that is all about this want.
Oh, the Wendigo? The Wendigo has endless hunger.
Wendigo is part of it. Yeah, it's definitely got shades of Wendigo.
Yeah, it has turned into some weird freaking like massive like anthropomorphic entity of some sort. Yeah. That is a great idea, Beanie. Would be rad as hell to eventually have a compendium of all the worlds built.
Oh, yeah.
That's very cool. An explorer's guide to the multiverse. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we should put that on the website.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea, Beanie. Okay, governments and boundaries. I feel like we have the boundaries with the various, like, the regions would be the boundaries, right?
Yeah, the realms definitely have, and I think they're probably more Venn diagrams than they are boundaries. Like, there's got to be, the sort of in-between places where these shift from one to the next.
So we have the boundaries. Anything else about the government that is important for this? That we need for this? I don't know that there's anything else that we need for that.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to overcomplicate that.
I don't think so either.
We've got this sort of this monarchy situation set up, and we know that the different realms are the. Yeah, I think we've covered it. And we've got our main location, Hope's Grove. Should we come up with a few special things about Hope's Grove?
Hope's Grove. I feel like Hope's Grove is a pretty, like, idyllic, like, Fae community. That'll be my contribution to that. It's like it's very like idyllic and like everybody's happy. What about you?
I think I will concretize that a little bit and say that they have a grand feasting hall built into the boughs of the forest, which is, it symbolizes the way that this community comes together and finds consensus in order to maintain their social order.
All are welcome at the table at the feasting hall. I will toss in that there is no one leader in this fake community. It's a true commune where everybody kind of chips in. Like, they've learned to synchronize their wants, which is why, like, right, like, they're not synchronizing, but like how to like coexist in their want, and that's why this is such a prosperous town.
Yeah. And I'll just say it, I think that they've learned that their want has to be in balance with the world's wants. Which also gives more space and abundance.
What does the average day look like for an average Fae in Hope's Grove?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm tempted to like take it into a super whimsical direction and be like, yeah, well, I mean, somebody's got to put the leaves on the trees and paint the flowers those colors, take it all the way back to like Shakespearean fairies. And I don't hate that idea.
I kind of love that. Maybe that's how like seasons change in the real world, right? Like in the mortal realm, right? Like they paint the leaves and as autumn comes around, they pluck the leaves to create garments for themselves for the coming winter, and that's when the leaves fall off the trees.
Well, but Hope's Grove it's not winter. You know, this is a perpetual season.
It is always kind of the same thing, but like they still put on, they still like pick leaves to like put on his clothes or whatever.
Oh,
you know?
For sure, yeah. Because Hope's Grove is spring, right? Is what we decided.
Hope's Grove would be under the realm of
Princess of Springs
right,
territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're probably doing like painting flower tops and sprinkling dew.
Yeah, like maybe like they like pick the leaves to give to like and send it to the people in the winter realms or something like.
Oh, it's like as care packages.
Yeah, we picked these leaves for you, and they're like, "Fuck your leaves."
They're all wearing like pine cone armor.
like they say, like, I see your red leaves and I want to paint them black. I wish I could laugh right now.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, sold. Do people have specialities or niches in their ability to want? That's a good question. I mean, I would wager that they must do, but I wonder if it's as organized as that, or if it's just like...
It's like weavers, dancers, singers. Like that's as like I think niche as it gets in their abilities, right? Like is like how does it manifest? Like how do they manifest their abilities? How do they display their feats of magic?
Oh yeah.
Painters, you know, it's very artisanal in that way. I feel like in terms of the regions, we only have 3, but there's 4 people, so there needs to be like a 4th region.
It's off camera, but it's worth knowing what it is.
Like the Midday Kingdom or something like that. Like, you know, like when the sun is at its highest in the sky, kind of thing. Like the sunlit coast is, or maybe the sunlit coast is that, and maybe like there's like the Cliffs of Dawn or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
the Cliffs of Dawn. It's got to be.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the sea from the sunlit coast, as the sun rises, it's the Cliffs of Dawn.
Yeah. Little Cliffs of Dover shout out.
Yep. Nope, don't do that.
I love this world. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
We're going to be coming back here. I can just smell it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Hope's Grove. Got it. What else is special about Hope's Grove? Like, are there any other buildings or key elements? And I guess we don't have to do too much about it since we're going to forget it and go into the forests anyway. But it might be good to have like 1 or 2 other key things that would come back to our characters as they remember.
Beanie, to answer your question, I think the question is everything wanted into existence, or do they build houses, grow crops, etc.? And I think that's why you have these artisanal magic makers, right? So if that person's a singer, they sing their house into existence, like their dream house into existence. It's probably also how two fae that fall in love that want to have a kid, like it would be like the marriage of their 2 expressions of art and of love.
Yeah.
You know, so like 2 people like dance together and create, and from that a new fae is created or something like that, you know. Is there a reason anybody would want to leave that isn't an external threat? Depends on what their want is, I suppose.
Yeah,
like
I'd wager it would come down to like a want that is out of sync with the community.
Right. It's like everything's idyllic here. I want adventure. I want more. And so they want to leave, and that's when Ash says, all right, it's time to take a trip into the forest and see what you find. Maybe some people find that they don't actually want to be here in Hope's Grove, and they never come back.
That's who our players are.
Yeah.
They're adventurers. They want something beyond Hope's Grove.
Mm-hmm. And some people go out, have a grand adventure, and they come back, and they're like, that was enough. And some people keep finding adventures. And the cool thing is, I think what they realize in the end, like, oh, I created this adventure because I wanted it.
I wanted there to be a cool place for me to go off an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So the dungeon is just manifested in front of you.
Yeah.
It's Agatha all along.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers.
Okay. What else?
I think that might be everything for this bit of the format.
I think so. We have our main location. We cooked. We have our government. We have our boundaries. We'll move on to our last part, which is our session prep.
The Worldbuilders Society is a co-production of Indecisionist Productions and Reflect Games. Find The Indecisionist on all of the social media platforms I can be bothered to be on, and check out some of my other amazing podcasts and TTRPG Pickup Con, a free monthly event going on at ttrpgpickupcon.com. Find Maui at Reflect Games, and check out the weekly live streams and incredible gaming content at Reflect Games on twitch.tv/reflectgames. Find out more about the Worldbuilders Society at indecisionist.com/worldbuilders.